This is the Bay Area's news station. KRON 4 News Weekend starts now.
Well, March is just about past, but it is National Nutrition Month, which we should be doing every month. We all know that the American diet is getting less and less nutritious as time goes on. And it's just not a matter of being overweight. Some of the most common diseases in the U.S. are a direct result of an unhealthy diet. So joining us this morning to talk about those easy ways to pump up the nutrition in your daily diet is registered dietitian and food writer Katie Morford. Good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
We appreciate you joining us. Now, these foods that you brought us here are all looking very tasty, very fresh, I might add. But are these sort of some of the favorites that you have to boost people's diets?
Absolutely. I think that if you're relying on, good ingredients, fresh ingredients, it makes the work of making nourishing food that much easier.
So tell us about some of these that you have in front of us and why they are considered nutritious.
Okay, so, I sort of have it in order. These are some ideas for breakfast. I'm a big fan of focusing on breakfast and thinking about trying to build more fruits and vegetables into your breakfast. So, for example, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Let's say you're making scrambled eggs. So, get some fresh spinach and throw those in there. If you have some leftover broccoli in the fridge, you scramble those right in. If you're a fan of bagels, instead of layering a bagel with cream cheese, layer on some beautiful avocado and tomato and cucumber. It really shouldn't feel like a chore. It should be tasty.
Okay. And then we're moving on to lunch here because I see you have the nuts over there and they're your fruits.
These are some snack ideas, and I think snacks definitely a time when we can sort of gravitate towards the junk food. But really, snacks should count. And so instead of just munching on pretzels, I like to build in
potato chips.
Or potato chips. I like to build in other goodies. So this has pretzels, but it also has nuts and seeds and dried fruits. That's something that's going to make it more nourishing and filling. The same goes with, some fresh fruit. I have it with some, cheddar cheese or some almonds. Those are going to fill you up a lot more than, say, the potato chips.
And part of the problem always is that people are not thinking ahead. They're grabbing what's convenient, and you're suggesting that they should plan ahead maybe the night before, or whether making dinner creates something for lunch.
That's right, and I think planning ahead is really important. So, for example, it's so easy to just get in the habit of eating lunch out. But if you pack a lunch a couple times a week, it can make a real difference from a nutrition standpoint. So, like, this is a perfect example. A pretty lunchbox salad. If you're making a big salad for dinner, just siphon off for some lunch, throw an extra chicken breast on the grill, put that into your container. All you need is a dressing, and you're done.
And you brought a little fruit on the side, that is?
A little fruit on the side, and that could be, for a lunchbox, or it can be for dessert. I'm a big fan. I have a big sweet tooth. I mean, it's Easter today. Right. But my motto is sort of, watch the portions. So, for example, this is a little chocolate zucchini cupcake.
Yes, it looks quite tasty.
It is delicious. It's rich. It's satisfying. It's a recipe that I have on my blog. It's about 100 calories. If you do the strawberries, pair that with a little bit of vanilla, frozen yogurt or ice cream. Just keep the portions in check.
Portions is always the big issue.
Yeah.
We've been pounding away on the nutritious issue for a number of years now, and of course with the obesity and diabetes on the rise. Are you seeing, and you've been blogging for 2 years, are you seeing the public turn the corner on the issue?
I think we are in a little bit of a bubble here in the Bay Area, but I feel really hopeful. I mean, I have so much interest in what I'm writing about with food and nutrition, what Michelle Obama is doing. I feel like there's a bit of a groundswell around, eating better, and my point is always make it delicious. It shouldn't feel, as I said, it shouldn't feel like a chore.
Okay, we want thank you very much for coming. I wanted to make sure that we gave people your information. I think you've got a blog, momskitchenbook.com, that's where folks can talk to you.
Yeah.
You've got a book coming out.
I do, Best Lunchbox Ever.
Okay, that'll be coming out soon, and we really appreciate you coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Especially on Easter Sunday.
Thank
Happy
you.
Easter
It's
to
been
you.
great to be here.
All right, thanks. And we'll be back.